Top 5 Zodiac signs that are crybabies and difficult to deal with. We express our feelings by displaying emotions. When you see someone crying, you try to comfort him, but what if the person doesn't stop crying and continues to cry? You'll gradually become irritated. Right? People born under a certain zodiac sign are all the same. They were born crybabies and can't live without throwing tantrums and causing drama. Their obstinacy forces them to do things their way. You never know what might harm them. They can cry or become enraged at any time. Is there a predisposition within our zodiac sign range that causes some zodiac signs to be more crybabies than others? We all have a friend who cries easily. Let's see what zodiac sign they are. Crying, the act of crying, has always had its own stigma. Is it a sign of weakness or vulnerability? Too much, or never? Another person's tears can sometimes make us feel guilty, while their sadness can also be interpreted as an unwelcome burden to come. Because tears are frequently a precursor to larger disasters that necessitate a great deal of attention. List of top 5 zodiac signs that are crybabies and difficult to deal with. 1. Pisces. Pisces is a water sign and one of the sun signs with the highest sensitivity. People born under this sign are deep thinkers who like to overanalyze things. They cry easily when they are hurt. They have a quiet demeanor and are not overly vocal about their emotions or opinions. They are constantly in need of someone to console them. Pisces is unquestionably the zodiac's crybaby. Pisces, like Cancer, have sentimental tendencies. They can't take anything lightly and are easily hurt. While they are in a distressing situation, their inner poet is activated to weep. Their crying fits can last anywhere from a few minutes to several hours. While crying, they usually destroy a dozen tissue boxes. These people are much more likely to have extremely sensitive eyes all of the time. They're the type of people who cry at movies. People don't take Pisces seriously when they cry because it happens so often, but Pisces always seems to have a good reason. 2. Leo. The thing about Leo is that you wouldn't expect them to be such a baby because they put on such a good show. But do you realize how exhausting it is to constantly act strong and courageous? If you catch Leo on an off day, they'll just crumble onto the floor because of this act, as it is only an act. Then, once the humiliation of their behavior has worn off, they'll bounce right back up to faking it again, just so they can be a big baby again in a few hours. In this regard, Leo is a complete failure. 3. Gemini. People born under this sign have a dual personality. They can be crazy at times, especially when they make a mistake. When confronted, they refuse to accept responsibility and instead wallow in self-pity. They scream in order to gain attention and complete their tasks. Geminis are among those who cry when they believe they are being ignored. When the people they are close to begin to distance themselves or hide things from the Gemini, the latter attempts to manipulate the former by displaying their tears. People born under this sign have a dual personality. They can be crazy at times, especially when they make a mistake. When confronted, they refuse to accept responsibility and instead wallow in self-pity. They cry in order to gain attention and complete their tasks. 4. Libra. Libras have perfected the art of throwing temper tantrums. They are highly emotional and think deeply about anything that concerns them. Subconsciously, overprocessing of emotions results in attitude and tantrums. People born under this sign will cry like babies if they are hurt. They require calm people who can hear Libras. Libras have perfected the art of throwing temper tantrums. They are highly emotional and think deeply about anything that concerns them. Subconsciously, overprocessing of emotions results in attitude and tantrums. People born under this sign will cry like babies if they are hurt. They require calm people who can hear Libras. While there's no denying Libras feel deeply, which can result in tears, Libras can also cry just for the sake of crying. They can't even explain why they're crying, and it can happen out of nowhere. 5. Aries. Aries is prone to crying on the spur of the moment. They cry for seemingly no reason at times. They aren't particularly ugly when they cry. Aries is good at cheering up others when they are down, and they are easily cheered up themselves after a spell of tears. Aries' first reaction to adversity is usually rage or annoyance. If the emotions become too intense, they will quickly revert to crying. When they do not get what they want, Aries bursts into tears. That is, they use their emotions to get what they want. They frequently put in a lot of effort to achieve something. But, when they are denied of what they want, they start to weep and continue to do so until things settle down.